Hello again. Really hope my last two videos haven't offended anyone, but they probably will. You can't escape it. Any opinion on the internet, you're gonna get shot down. I don't want people to think that I'm a negative person or a hateful person, because I'm really not. In fact, I'm actually filled with a lot of love and inspiration, and I constantly see the beauty in other people. Just walking down the street, I see beauty in everyone. Any age, any race, whatever form they're in, I always manage to find the beauty in people. Most of the time I think that people are perfect. Everyone's perfect. I'm 27 now, and since I was about 14 years old, I've had an extremely curious mind about human behavior, why people do the things that they do. I'm also extremely curious with how societies run and why people follow certain trends, and I feel as though I'm just an observer at times. It's probably not true, but I feel very separate from the world. I feel as though here's me over here and society over here, and I just feel like as though I'm just watching things, because I am extremely curious about why things are the way they are. And I'm in no way saying that I'm better than anyone, that I'm perfect, that I do everything right, because I know I don't. I'm probably a huge piece of shit to some people. I'm probably a lazy, loser, privileged white girl who doesn't know shit and who's never had any hard times or any heartbreak, or, you know, what the fuck would I know? But I can't help but to be extremely passionate about humans. And I've always needed to express myself through all kinds of mediums. When I was younger, poetry, sometimes fashion. I did a little bit of fashion design. That expression then turned into just pure anger, confused anger at myself, self-harm. The expression was also coming out in dance, and then I've been expressing my thoughts through music. In the last 4 years I've been in a band, and that's been my way of expressing my observations of the world. And I understand people are gonna hate me for saying how I feel, but don't you think it's important that everyone's entitled to their opinion, and you listen to the opinion and then you make your own judgment? And if you're in a conversation with them, you can calmly express that you don't agree. Because why would it matter what I think or what anyone else thinks? The most important thing that matters is, what do you think? That's what really matters. So if you're on Facebook and you see someone having an opinion that you don't agree with or makes you feel uncomfortable, there's no need to be so defensive or like threaten to hurt them or whatever. And I'm not saying to not be passionate about things and not speak your mind. I'm saying that at the end of the day, people are always going to have different opinions to you. So there's really no point in jumping on Facebook and having these long, hostile, emotional arguments. Because after the argument, what good has come of it? All we can ever do is communicate our opinions and thoughts, and you can listen to others or you can not listen to them, and then you can make up your own opinion after that, calmly and without violence, without hate, you know? And as I said, like, who cares what I think? Who am I? I'm in no position of power. I think it's more helpful to disagree with someone who is in power, because their opinions have more consequences on a larger scale. My opinion has no consequences to anyone, but maybe it does a tiny bit. And that's why I wanted to start this YouTube channel, because I'm the type of person who thinks very long and hard about certain subjects, and I need to get them out. I need to get them out of me, off me. And as I said, I've delved many other mediums of expression: dance, music, writing. And now I'm just trying, this is me just trying out a different medium and using the medium of words, and not through poetry, but just through language. So I don't think I'm very good at this. I'm a newbie, I'm an amateur, what do I know? But just try and understand that I have things to say, and I'm sure everyone else does. And something I learned at university, and please don't think that I think because I'm educated I'm better than anyone, but something I did learn in university is the ability to have a discussion about certain topics with a group of people and to never lose your cool. There's no need to lose your cool. You can really sit back in a conversation. And I understand some topics are extremely sensitive for some people. But as I said, if you're just in a classroom having a discussion about something, there's no need to get really angry, because most likely no one in that classroom is going to be in any kind of position of power. You know, they're just a regular person. I'm just a regular gal who's alive, who was born in 1990. I'm part of the times, and this is just some things that I have to say. I just have to get them off my chest. Anyway, so I'm making this video today because I was inspired by something I just saw on the internet, and I have seen it a few times now. It's a hashtag that's quite popular at the moment. The hashtag is #TheFutureIsFemale. At first you could think, oh yeah, that's kind of nice, you know, that's good for women, I guess. But what is that trying to say? Are you saying that you don't want any men in the future? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you trying to say that everyone should just be a woman in the future, and no one will have babies? There'll just be no men. Just be female, and then the world will be good. Is that what the hashtag means? I just want someone to explain. And I also think that people need to think about the hashtag before they use it. Because whether you like it or not, if everyone's female in the future, there won't be a future. Whether you like it or not, men and women can make babies. Men and women come together and keep the human race alive. I'm not saying that everyone has to be in a male and female relationship. I'm saying, yeah, okay, so there can be two gay guys, they have a really good female friend, one of them gives her his sperm, and then they have a baby. That's completely fine. I'm all for gay guys having a baby and lesbians having a baby, but whether you like it or not, we need the other sex. Before anyone gets upset, I'm all for all the different genders that people have. You know, Facebook has up to 70 options of genders. I'm all for that, but just for this little thing right now, I am just talking about male and female, so please don't get upset. I would like to talk about the others, but I'm not fully I'm not informed enough to talk about it, so please don't think I'm anti-trans or don't believe in other people's, you know, I'm into non-binary, asexual, anything, but just for this little video I'm talking about male and female. So in the world there is male and there is female, and I truly believe that a society can reach its ultimate, can reach its peak when the masculine energy and female energy work together. I don't know what I am. I might be a feminist, but I don't agree that the whole future should be female. I don't agree. I think people want it to be female in the future so we can get back at the men who, because it's been the man's world for years and years, and soon it's going to be just the female world. I can see why people want that, because they're angry and they want revenge, but it probably wouldn't be the best solution to the world. And I live by this as well in the person that I am. Even though I am straight and I identify as a female, I'm very much aware of making sure that I'm feeling my masculine side and my feminine side, and I'm always wanting to keep a good balance of that inside me, because both energies have their benefits, and when you put them together into a person, it makes a person more complete, a more balanced person. It's like yin and yang. Having those two energies together, it's a wonderful feeling. I don't hate men, and I don't hate women, and I feel like this hashtag that says the future is female, that's a hateful hashtag towards men. That's really hostile, immature way of picturing the future, or trying to solve issues. It's immature, it's emotional, it's irrational, it's not logical. The future is all genders. That's the future. The future is female? I'm a female and it upsets me. If there were no men around, I wouldn't have a dad, or a brother, or a partner, a boyfriend. I love the men in my life. We need the men, you know? Let's not wipe them out entirely. Come on. And you know, men have a lot to learn, and it's not entirely their fault. Some people just brought up in certain families, you know, that makes them misogynistic. We can't just blame everyone, all the men, like it's their fault, you know? All this white man, white privileged man, why don't you mansplain? I just think that the future is female is a horrible way to picture the future.